OBA has got off to a good start in terms of execution, but its birth was very difficult. And the birth was very difficult in part because this was all so tricky and close to the business model that the economic operators spent too long talking to each other before they opened up to ordinary people. So I think that that's one observation. And the reason I make it is that then you come to the question, where do we go next? I mean, your question. And I think that the thing that is still lacking is a sensor array that enables the OBA managers to find out what's the next frontier of concern. Because the OBA offer addresses a particular subset of online advertising behavior, but as technologies and business models evolve, those frontiers of concern need always to be covered by the basic OBA vision. Otherwise, we'll always be playing catch up, and that would be a mistake. I think the dream would be that in the next 3 to 5 years, you'd have probably a consultative process such that you can see the next issues coming fast enough to anticipate the needs rather earlier. So I think more future-proofing and a shorter feedback time in terms of delivery is the missing piece. Now then, where are we? I think fundamentally the fact that we have a digital advertising alliance, that they have an educational website, that there is an icon, that it is being deployed rather widely on a very short timescale. These are all big achievements and a good foundation on which to build. But just in the next year, I think we have to start saying, so we're doing reasonably well in the core business as we defined it. If that's a winning model, how can we apply it to whatever the next issues will be? Because there always will be next issues. As the G8 said in Deauville in 2011, we'll only have a business-friendly internet if all the people who run the different territorial jurisdictions are doing significantly more upstream cooperation than today. And 2 years on, I think we have to say that that vision was true, but the execution is zero. In the security field, which was the main sort of sharp end of that debate, we ran into a brick wall already in 2011 because of the Russian Chinese on the one side and the sort of North Atlantic on the other, not agreeing how to fix the issues around cybersecurity. And advertising is the same. In other words, I would say we haven't moved from the sort of periodic friendly discussions, OECD style, about how we do things with our colleagues, whether in North America or elsewhere. And maybe because advertisers are more aware of the sort of unevenness across the regulatory environment, you would be well placed to say to us, well, the top 10 groups that should be talking more to each other would be these. So maybe one of the to-do things is to have a sort of global discussion about these issues. When we do talk globally about media, entertainment, advertising in places like Davos, we tend not to get to that degree of granularity or even seriousness, intentionality.